Morning guys, it's about 6 a.m. here in Vegas. I got a lot of work to do. I gotta pack up all my stuff, my charging station, get it all into my case. Oh, check this view out, look at this. The sunrise view from my room, not too shabby. Get some filming done here at this conference, the Bellagio, head over to NAB, and then from there, once NAB closes, head to the airport and wait for my red-eye flight back to New York. Flight is wheels up at like 11:15 at night. We'll land about 7:45 in the morning in New York City. I'm in the middle seat. Should be fun. Long day. It's like I didn't even put anything in the drawers, but I like to just double check to make sure in case I wasn't like half sleeping one night and I put something like, whoa, I didn't realize this was here. It's like a safe in there. Like the entire drawer is a safe. Oh, okay. Stay. All right. Goodbye, room.
Please take your seats. We will be beginning in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Is that good?
Should have gone British.
I know.
All right, so I'm wrapped up here at the conference for the day, heading down the lobby before I hail an Uber. So here I am at the Adobe booth with the one and only Jason Levine. What's going on, man?
Oh, great to see you, man.
Tired of waiting, lost while I'm sitting at home. Dream of a new destination, lust for something unknown. Oh, you better leave it alone, and you know I'd rather get up and go. How long can I lie around waiting for it? Sometimes you gotta walk out the door.
You're working on? What are you excited about? We're still working on film. This year I decided, not to do, usually we do about a short film every year, maybe two. And this year I decided not to and kind of focus on developing larger projects. So that's what I'm working on, obviously what I'm very excited about.
People around you are going to help determine your success substantially.
So here I am at NAB with Tom from GlideCam. Say hi, Tom. How you doing? I'm at the airport now. That wraps up my first NAB. That was amazing. I loved it. I ran into so many people that I wasn't expecting to see, which was amazing. Most recently, Ryan Connolly. I saw Peter McKinnon. When I met Peter McKinnon, I got like super nervous and super awkward, which is not like me. Like my hands were sweaty. It was bad. It was a little bit awkward. I don't even know what I said to him, but it was not normal behavior. Met Devin Graham again. I've met him once or twice already, and super cool dude. I met Pat Flynn and Caleb with the Switch Pod. Got to congratulate them in person on the really successful launch, the Kickstarter on that, which is incredible. I got to play with that as well. It was more robust than I thought and lighter than I was expecting. They also have a new matte black finish on it, which is a really nice look. I met Jason Levine, of course, from Adobe. Super, I mean, everybody I met was so genuinely awesome. Overall, I really liked it. Not a fan of Vegas, not gonna lie. I don't get me into it. Not a fan of Vegas, but really I do need to get back here again for another NAB, but spend the entire week get an all-access pass and go to a lot of these events because great connections I made. Got to have some FaceTime with Asden, which was great because I've only been talking to them through email up to this point in social media. So got to meet the team there. From here, it is a red-eye back to New York City. All this travel is not always exciting. Also, I forgot to take off my NAB lanyard. And I was at the airport and people started asking me questions. I was wondering why until I realized I was wearing the lanyard still. All right, that's it. I'm going to spend some time catching up on emails, put up some more social media content from the show. Got a lot of pictures and things like that, and thoughts and ideas I wanted to share that haven't had a chance to because I was too busy running around the show and experiencing it. So that is it. I will see you guys later. To anyone who thinks that flying all the time is glamorous, my red eye has been delayed 2 hours. So I'll be arriving in JFK at 10 in the morning instead of 7:15 in the morning. Kind of stinks for anybody who has a connecting flight. Feel really bad for them. but it's outside of Delta's control because there is high winds here in Vegas. So our plane that was supposed to land and pick us up and bring us to JFK has been diverted to Los Angeles, where it currently is. So if the winds cooperate, it'll be landing here at about 1:15. So fingers crossed for that.
Okay, so just bear with us for a few more minutes until we can figure out what's going on and what this delay was caused by, so that we can give you that information and then we can.
Unfortunately timed out. So this flight has been retimed for tomorrow at 10:30.
So as my red-eye flight from Las Vegas to JFK was turned into an overnight stay at the airport, wanted to do a really quick video on keeping a positive attitude. I think right now is very appropriate to talk about that. We've got people trying to get hotels in vain. There were only 20 when the whole gaggle of people that were on the flight were trying to get into it, so that's not happening. I did get a meal voucher, so breakfast is on Delta. Thank you. Bottom line, I'm going to be sleeping at the airport, so instead of arriving in New York City around 7:15 in the morning, I'll be leaving here around 10:30 in the morning Pacific time and landing, I think, somewhere around 5:15 p.m. in New York City. So that's a lost day and a half. But listen, there's a lot of announcements. My positive attitude is maybe a little atypical by most people's standards. Here's how I see it. The flight was initially delayed due to wind. That's nobody's fault. It was then canceled because when the flight got diverted to LA that was supposed to come to Las Vegas and pick us up, the flight crew timed out, meaning per FAA regulations, they're not allowed to work over, I think it's like 14 hours in a day or something like that, which is a long day, but they timed out. That's FAA regulations. I'm not going to change FAA regulations, no matter how hard I jump up and down and scream, which that's not me. No matter how hard anybody else back there jumps up and down and screams, which it did get a little bit Lord of the Flies over here earlier, but it doesn't change anything. I don't want to get gray hairs over something that I have absolutely no chance of changing. Life is short. It's like, all right, well, it sucks. Roll with it, and we're on to the next thing. I intend to live a very long life, and I want that time to be positive and happy and a good experience. If I just think about all the negative things about this situation, which there are many, it doesn't change the circumstances. It just changes how I feel, and I want to feel happy. It's a mindset shift. It's accept. If you are able to change something in a situation, go ahead and by all means do it. If it's outside of your control, you gotta just let the chips fall where they may and make the best out of the situation, no matter what, even if you are sleeping overnight in an airport.